My favorite artist this year is Iniko. I discovered the music last year and I've been a fan ever since. She's very woke and very intelligent. I haven't seen anything like her before. She's a once in a lifetime artist. I don't think there's ever been an artist like her, and I don't think there will ever be an artist like her again. She's a once in a lifetime human. She's very free. She does not care what other people think. She just lives a life. She values freedom. She values truth. No, she's real. She's not fake. She's authentic. She's giving her audience a real human experience. Showing people how to live, how to be, how to speak, how to express yourself. Recently, she published a video on her channel where she was expressing herself, talking about what she believes in, why she's an artist, how she views reality. My favorite part was when she said, "Walls built by society, I've always been here to break them, remind people to be people again." We need to let go of a binary that we ourselves have created. That's when we'll know true freedom. What does it mean to be a human? What does it mean to be a human, to be in this world? How should you live as a human? How should you express yourself? Are you living as you should, or you have limited yourself? Are there walls that we can't escape as people? So we're supposed to be inside these walls. Ain't we living like there are walls that we cannot escape? It's like there's these invisible walls that we feel like we must not escape. We must always be inside these walls. We mustn't break the rules. We must be a society. Live like we're in a cult. I've always said that our society is a cult. There are a lot of things that we do that really do not make sense, but we do these things because the people that are in power want us to do these things. See, our society has always been controlled by people that are in power and who do not care about the rest of us. They care about themselves. So they make us do things that benefit them. They make us say things that are going to benefit them. They make us think in a way that's going to benefit them. They've created this invisible walls, As a human, you must live inside these walls. You mustn't be unique and create your own rules, truly have fun, truly be free. But these walls are invisible. That's like being in a prison where there were no guards and it was not an actual prison. will actually be able to leave at any time. But living like a prisoner, following the rules, going to sleep at 8 p.m. every night and waking up very early in the morning, just doing things that prisoners do now because the gods are telling them to do these things. That's the way that we're living as people. We're supposed to be following some rules that make zero sense. That's what you do when you're in a cult. They're supposed to believe in things that make zero sense, things that only insane people believe. Do things that only insane people will do and justify doing these things. That's what people that are in a cult do. What does it mean to be a human? As a human, should you just be part of a hive mind? Should you allow people to control you? Should you live in fear? Should you be doing what each and every person is doing? Should you be afraid to be yourself? Should you be afraid to express yourself? Should you be afraid of being judged? Should you just do the same things each and every day? Nothing new. You just wake up in the morning, do what you did yesterday and the day before yesterday. Is that what being human is about? There's this other lady. I spoke to her earlier this year on Instagram. Her name is Untainted Afro. Very intelligent lady. Very intelligent lady. I really like her channel. She has a YouTube channel. I'll put the link on the description. She's so free. She does what she wants to do. You know, she doesn't care how other people think. She just does what she loves doing. So on the one of the video that she published, she was on a train dancing. I looked at the people that were on the train with her. They just looked like they don't have passion, like they don't have souls, like they're NPCs, you know? Like they've been doing the same shit over and over again, and they don't quite understand how someone can be so free to express themselves in a way that is real, in a way that is authentic, in a way that's that represents them. Like they don't get that. You know what I mean? You look at them and be like, is that what being a human is about? Why can't you be free? Why can't you sometimes dance when you hear your favorite song? It doesn't matter where you are. You just hear your favorite song and start dancing. Why can't you do that? It's because you're afraid of how other people are going to look at you. You're afraid of other people. You're not free. You see? There are walls, invisible walls that have been created by society, and you are inside these walls. And it's normal to be inside these walls. It's normal to just to not have passion, to not be free, to not be outspoken, to not express yourself. That's what's normal. It's normal to be a robot. It's normal to follow the rules, to do the same shit over and over again, to not do things that are exciting, to not take risks, So when society sees people that are free, people that are free to take risks, people that are free to be themselves, people that are not afraid of being judged, they feel threatened. Like, no, this person is doing something wrong. This person shouldn't be doing this. This person is doing something that a human is not supposed to be doing. They don't understand that really being a human means that you must be free to express yourself, to evolve, to grow, to have fun. That is why when you were young, you were free to have fun, You were free to just dance in the street, dance in the rain. You know what I mean? You weren't playing by the rules, You didn't know about these invisible walls that adults were living in. You didn't know about these walls. You were just a human. You were interested in fun. You weren't interested in being a prisoner. But since we were young, we've been trained to see these walls that don't even exist. By the time we become teenagers, we are now starting to see these walls, By the time people become teenagers, they start seeing these invisible walls and they become prisoners. And there are no gods, there are no walls, but they are prisoners. And they don't expect anyone to be free. They feel like there's something wrong with another person being free. Like you can't be free. Because I'm not free. Why should you be free if I'm not free? Don't you see that I'm a prisoner? Why should you be free? I'm a prisoner, so you should be a prisoner as well. I'm going to have a problem with you if you are going to be free. I'm going to gossip about you. I'm going to judge you. I'm going to make you feel bad for being free. You must be like me. You must see these invisible walls and stay in them. Don't go outside these invisible walls. No. I don't want you to go outside these invisible walls because that makes me feel uncomfortable, I've been trained to feel uncomfortable when I see someone go outside these invisible walls. I'm supposed to feel like something is wrong, I'm not supposed to feel good. It's like I've been hypnotized to believe that people are doing something wrong by going outside these walls. I don't have a good reason to believe that because really, why should I believe that? Why should I believe that freedom is wrong? Why should I feel like every human must be part of this society and must be inside these walls? Why do I feel like that's what being human is about? I cannot be free. I cannot be myself. I cannot evolve. No, I'm supposed to just do what everyone has been doing. That's what's normal. That's when I'm going to be able to get the things that I want. That's when I'll be able to make friends, be accepted, be loved, People are going to value me, But if I decide to go outside these walls, no, nobody's going to understand me, Everyone is going to judge me. So I'm supposed to be like an NPC, just do the same shit each and every day, do the normal shit each and every day. You can't be spontaneous, You can't be unpredictable. You just wake up in the morning and do the normal shit. That's why people be depressed, bruh. Like, you be doing the same shit. How can that not be depressing? Doing the same fucking shit, bruh. You know why people don't want to be in a prison? It's because they know they will be limited, because they'll be doing the same fucking shit. You don't want to do the same shit. You want to be creative. You want to do shit that you didn't think you were going to do. You know, you want to be free. You know, if you want to be happy, if happiness is possible in this world, you've got to always improvise. You know what I mean? Like, when you're in a new situation, do something that's not expected. Be free. You know what I mean? Be free. Like, don't be afraid. Don't live in fear. You know, like, what are you trying to protect? You're gonna die. You know that you're gonna die. It's not like you are here, you're going to be here forever. So what are you really trying to protect? Are you trying to protect this thing? Really? For what? Why are you protecting it? Nature doesn't give a fuck. You know, you're gonna die one day. So why don't you just try your best to be happy by just doing whatever, man? Do whatever you want. The reason why I'm going to link the channel that I was talking about is because I want you to see how free she is. Like, she's really free, man. She just does what she wants, you know? Things that you don't like expect. You know, sometimes she make videos just like making money. Like, yo, I want to make $100 today. I want to make $5 today. I want to, you know, and here's how I'm gonna do it. You know, you just decide out of nowhere that, okay, I want to make $50. I don't know how I'm going to make it. You know, at 7 a.m. in the morning, I want to make $50 today. I don't know how I'm going to make it. You go out and try to make $50. That's living life. That's being a human. You just do things that no one expects you to do, you know. Live outside your comfort zone. Don't always do the same shit, you know. Think outside the box. Be creative. Isn't that what being human is about? Have fun, you know. Try to have fun. Wherever you go, try to have fun. Try to enjoy, you know. Don't just walk like a soulless being, you know what I mean? Like an NPC. You literally do the same shit, you know. When I was watching the video that I'm talking about, when she was dancing on a train, when I look at those people, man, I was like, come on, man. Is this really what being a human is about? You know? I laughed and I just felt disappointed. I was like, no, man, like, they're not used to this type of energy. You know, they're used to the same shit. They're used to what's normal. You know what I mean? You're like, no, man, like, have fun, you know? Have fun, man. Decide that today I'm going to do something that I've never done before. You know, today I'm just going to have conversations with people, if that's what you want. You know, like today I'm just going to have deep conversations with people. You know, randomly start a conversation with a stranger. Like, yo, how are you? Yo, I would like to know what you think about this idea. I would like to know what you think about the legalization of assisted suicide. Do you think that's a good thing for our society? What do you think about having children? What do you think about government giving people money for reproducing? What, you know what I mean? Just have interesting conversations. What do you think about religion? What do you think about African people? What do you think about European people? You know what I mean? Not just be doing the same shit each and every day. You wake up in the morning, go to the mall, you don't even talk to anyone, you don't even do anything interesting, you're gonna be fucking depressed, you know? Be free. Be free enough to just have fun wherever you go, you know? Keep yourself distracted. You don't live inside these fucking walls. Living in these fucking walls is what's depressing, man, you know? You're gonna be depressed. There's no way out. You know, you can't be good living inside these invisible walls that have been created for us. These walls are not good for us. They were not created for us to thrive and be happy. You know, they were created to keep us in this low vibration, you know, make us afraid, you know, keep us in fear, you know, make us hate each other as people, you know, make us compete, you know, make us jealous, you know. That's why these walls were created, you know? It's not like they're created by people who really cared about us and wanted us to be free and be happy and actually enjoy this human experience. No, they were created by people that wanted to abuse us. They wanted to be the ones that are actually enjoying while we're the ones that are suffering because we're living inside these walls that are not even real. That's what this has been about, you know? You're born into a cult. People even expect you to become part of this cult. That is why when you're young, they train you how to live in this cult, how to follow the rules. And these rules make no sense. When I was young, I questioned everything. Why do we gotta do things this way? I remember there was this other teacher. She liked me so much. She used to imitate my voice. You know, I had this voice. It was very like, you know, I can't even describe it. But she would imitate my voice and just say some of the things that I'll be saying. But like, yo, why do we gotta eat at this time? Why can't we just eat in class? Why do we gotta ask for permission to go out? So she liked me so much because I would always have these interesting questions. But it did get to a point where I started to conform a lot. You know, when I was young, I didn't really conform. I think that's one of the reasons why I got bullied a lot. Like, I was not a bad kid, but I didn't conform, you know? I was free, man, you know? I didn't do things the way other kids would be doing things, you know? If I felt like something wasn't right, I was free enough to say that I don't think this is right. Even if everyone felt like it was right, I'd be like, nah, something's wrong with this. You know, I grew up in a society where people believe in culture, you know. They believe in culture, like, this is how we gotta do things. They believe in traditions, you know what I mean? They believe in what's normal, you know. This is how we gotta do things. This is how our ancestors did things, so we gotta do things this way. And I was always like, I mean, this doesn't make any sense. Why can't I wear a hat? You know, that's not disrespectful, you know. You have older people saying, oh, when you talk, you don't do this when you're talking to your elders because it's disrespectful. Like, no, motherfucker, I'm not being disrespectful. This is how I talk. This is who I am. Why is this disrespectful? If you feel disrespected, you're just an idiot. You know, I'm not disrespecting you. I wouldn't actually say that, but that's what I would be thinking. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You cannot say someone is disrespectful if they're just being themselves. I'm just new. I'm just something new to you. You've never seen anything like me, you know? So you're threatened. You're threatened by what you don't understand. That's why Nas said, niggas fear what they don't understand, hate what they can't conquer. I think he said this on one of his songs. I think the song is called Hero, something like that, yeah. I got flu, guys. I haven't been really okay, but I think I'll be fine. Now, some of y'all are misunderstood, and people hate you because they don't really understand you. It's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're too ugly or you're ugly or you're a bad person or you don't know how to have good relationship with other people. It's because they do not understand you. They haven't seen anything like you. Remember, people in general learn from the past. So if a person is normal, they already know, oh, this is how we gotta treat this person. But if you're something new, something that they've never seen before, they don't know how to treat you. They don't even know how to greet you. They don't know how to talk to you, how to have conversations with you, because they don't want to have deep conversations. They don't know how to have conversations with you. They don't know what to say to you. They don't know how to be your friend. They don't, you know what I mean? You're so different, you know? That's like that's like if they introduced like something like a new phone that no one has ever seen before, and it was just one. Chances are people won't buy that phone because they want something. They want to stick to what they know. They don't want something that they do not know, because they won't really know how to use it, you know. So they stick to what they know. They stick to what's already easy, because of it became easy because they've seen it a lot. They've learned a lot about it. So when you're different, people don't even know how to treat you, you know. But be different. That's dope, man. Be free. Be so free that you remind people what being a human is all about, you know. We're living in so much fear, man. Other animals are not living in fear. It's just that they're not as smart as we are, but they're not living in fear. We're the ones that are living in fear. We're the ones that are living in the prison. And we try to imprison other animals as well. You know, we're prisoners and we imprison other animals as well. It's like we don't value freedom. We're against freedom. It makes no sense. We're against freedom. We don't want other people to be free. We ourselves don't even want to be free, you know. We just want to stick to what we know. We want to play it too safe, you know. Like, living a long life is great. Like, what the fuck? This is a prison. Why should anyone even want to live a long life? Like, no, don't care about living a long life, man. Just care about enjoying life, you know. And what can help you enjoy life is really freedom, like being free. That's the only way you can enjoy. If you're not free, you're not gonna enjoy, you know. If you still care what other people think, you're not gonna enjoy, you know, because you're gonna create these invisible walls that are going to keep you grounded. So you don't do things that you want to do because you're afraid of what other people are going to think. You think of a new idea, like, yeah, man, this is a great idea, but I haven't seen anyone doing this shit. So what are other people going to think? They're going to think that I'm crazy. You know, why should I dress like this? Why should I think like this? I've never seen anyone that thinks like this. It means thinking like this is not right. You know, it means it's not normal. It's not healthy, you know. But when you really think about it, being different is what's healthy, you know. Being yourself, that's what's healthy. Being yourself, that's what's healthy, you know. Understanding what it really means to be a human. Understanding yourself, you know. Understanding that you are now in a prison, and that was created by people who don't care about you and that just want to use you. And since the beginning, people that were in power were the ones that were making decisions, and these decisions were not for the people that they were leading. And you know, the way that we're living now has been deeply influenced by how we used to live back then, even though we weren't living the way that we really wanted to live, but we lived in the way that people that were in power wanted us to live, you see. So there are a lot of things that we do that we don't really want to do, but we're like, it's how things have always been. This is how we gotta do things. But we know that something is off. Like, no, why should a human be doing certain things? Why should we have borders? Why can't I just go to Mozambique without a passport. I think maybe I can go to. No, I can't. Why? Animals can go to any place in the world, right? Why do I gotta pay for land? Why should people own a land that they do not even use just because they have money? How is that fucking normal? Why do I believe that that's how things should be? Why do I believe that that's being civilized? That means that, yeah, we are smart, we're creating a system that's going to work. We don't realize that, no, this system wasn't created to work for us. You understand that? It was created to work for the people that actually have power, that actually have money. You see? I don't got money, so I can't afford land. And I never had money. You understand? It's not like I was born having money. Some people have money. They had money since they were born. They had millions, you know. Their parents put money for them in a bank. They had a good head start. Isn't it weird to you that there's a baby that's like maybe 5 months old that has millions already, and you probably never see a million in your life, and you're working very hard? Is this the kind of society that we believe in? Is this really what being human is about? I was having a conversation with my cousin 2 months back. I was laughing, but I was a bit emotional. I was like, dude, you know, my whole life, like I was thinking about something, dude. I was like, my whole life, I don't think I've spent, since I was born, I don't think, if I calculated the money that I've spent since I was born until now, I don't think that's more than 200,000. And I was laughing while saying that, but I was like, what the fuck? And it's probably true. I've never, like, since I was born, like, you look at like, if I calculated all the money that I've spent, the money that I paid for school, money that I paid for clothes, the money that I paid for food, rent, that's not more than 200K. What the fuck? And 200K is not even a lot. Like, 200K is like, I think 200K is like $13 or something like that. I mean, not $13. I mean, $13,000, something like that. You know, something like that. So it's like, this is not right, you know. This is not right, because we need money to do the things that we need to do in this world, you know. Why are some people so fucking rich, you know? Some people got millions for real, and I don't have shit. Why is that right? Why do we go on as if that shit is right? We want to lie to people that, oh, it's about hard work or whatever. Like, do you think it's about that? Like, it's about people working hard and shit? Like, it has nothing to do with that. This system is rigged. You understand? This system is rigged. There are people who are not supposed to win no matter what. Not because they're not good enough. Not because they're not even better than those that are rich. No. It's just that it's rigged. You're a prisoner. Most of you are prisoners here. You know? And you are allowing people that don't give a fuck about you, people that care about building wealth and only care about that, making sure that they have everything while you have nothing. These are the people that are making rules for you, you know? and you're like, oh, that's good. Life is good. God put these people in power. I remember I read somewhere in the Bible that each and every person that is in power was put by God. And you're like, yeah, actually, the Gnostics, that would mean that the Gnostics were right, that this God is evil and he's be putting evil people in power. But yeah, it's crazy that people even believe that. Like, oh, people that have things, were given these things by God. Like, so some people should be broke? For what? Some people should have to have no access to things, you know? I've been saying this. I've been saying that people complained a lot about racism, you know, and apartheid. They complained a lot about segregation in America. Black people not having access to some things, you know. But when you really think about it, man, like, there are people in this world who never had access to some things just because of the kind of families they were born into, you know. And we think that that's normal. A child that's born in a poor family cannot go to a private school. That's normal. When we complain about racism and apartheid, it's the same fucking shit, you know? It's the same fucking shit. And that is wrong on so many levels. That's why I'm saying you shouldn't be playing by the rules of this society. This society was created by people that wanted to control you, and the people that are accepting this system, that's governing everything, are just idiots. Why should you be following idiots? Why should you be following people that are willingly putting themselves in chains? Why should you follow these kind of people, you know? I remember I had a conversation with Untainted Afro about how real she is, you know what I mean? Like, how authentic she is. And sometimes, you know, I know that when you are so free, it's gonna feel like something is wrong with you, you know? It's gonna feel like that, and here's how it's gonna feel like that. It's gonna feel like that because sometimes people are gonna judge you, you know? People are going to make you feel like you're doing something wrong when you're not conforming, when you're not willingly putting yourself in chains, you know. When you are free and you are really having a real human experience, you know. So I remember I spoke to her about this a little bit, that I really admire, you know, the fact that she's really that courageous, you know, she's really that free, you know, because it's not easy to be so free that you just do what you want to do. A lot of people are living in fear, you know, they're afraid to be themselves and express themselves the way that they want to express themselves. They're so afraid of doing that, you know. So I really admire what she does, you know. I admire her authenticity, you know. She's real, she's honest, you know. So these are the type of people that are free in our society, you know. These are the type of people that are free, you know. They're not really trying to fit in. Because here's the thing, human beings are different from other animals because, I mean, there are ways in which we're similar, but when it comes to this, we're actually different from other animals. You can be different from other humans. Like, each and every human is unique, you know what I mean? Like, animals are the same, you know. You don't expect a dog that can do some things that other dogs cannot do, you know. Like, human beings are different in that way. Like, you can be something so different, you know. It's like, we're not even, you know, people actually believe that we are, as humans, we are a species, right? But I think we're different species, you know. Like, it's not just one human species like that. Like, we they try to classify us like, oh, you are a human being must be like this, must be like that. I think we're not really the same as humans, you know. Each and every human is unique, you know. That's like the way that we're being treated is like if aliens really did exist, né? And they took one alien from each and every planet, like each and every planet, they took one alien and created a world for these aliens, and then they forced them to live the same way, do things the same way, you know, not allow them to be themselves. And say, you being yourself, no, that's fucked up, that's wrong, you know, that's morally wrong. Oh, what is this world turning into? Why is that one being himself? He shouldn't be himself. No, that's wrong, man. That's wrong. You can't do that. You can't talk like that. You can't talk like that. You can't dress like that. You can't think like that. That's what we're doing. You don't know why some people are the way that they are. You don't even understand biology, but you want to judge them for being who they are because they're different from you. A person cannot think like that. A man cannot be like that. A man must be like this. A man must like, no, they're not like you, motherfucker. You don't stop assuming that other people are like you. Maybe they're not even people. Like, don't try to force everyone to be like you, and you know what I mean, and be part of this fucking stupid society. Maybe we're not the same, man. That's what I was thinking this other day. You know, I was like, I'm different, bro. I'm a fucking alien. You know, I'm not like these other humans. Fuck them. I'm serious. Like, why am I so fucking different? Why do I view this reality differently? Why are they the same? We're not. It means we're not the same, and we mustn't be playing by the same fucking rules. You know, I'm free, bro. I speak my mind. I'm real. I think. You know, and I don't believe in this fucking stupid society. I can't believe that people have accepted what is going on for years. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You ask yourself, why did our ancestors accept this shit? It's because they're not like us. I mean, they're not like me. They have accepted that shit because they're not like me. If they were like me, they wouldn't have accepted that shit. You see? So why should I be like them? Why should I be afraid of them? Why should I be afraid of people who judge me? I'm not. Maybe we don't even come from the same source, you know? Maybe we're not made of the same shit. Maybe these are just avatars. And people like me and Tainted Afro and Nico and yeah, people that are just real, man. Maybe we come from the same planet, you know? We come from the same planets, and these are just avatars. That's why it seems like we're the same with everyone else that's here. No, but for real, man. Stop assuming that you know what it means to be a human. Let me put it this way. Stop assuming that you know how a human being should be, and if they're not that, it means they're wrong. They're doing something wrong. It means they're sick. It means they need to change. Allow other people to be themselves. Let people be people, you know? Let people be people. And just observe, you know? Whether you agree with what they're doing or not, let them be, you know? Yes, it's good to have conversations with people. Remind them what you think makes sense. That's good, you know? It's good. When people are doing something that you feel doesn't make sense, you can have a conversation with them. Like, oh, yo, man, I don't think that makes a lot of sense, you know? But you're not forcing them. Because it's very much possible that you don't even understand them. Because think about this, and this is something very important. Okay, so there was this guy in the Bible. His name was Saul, right? Saul, something like that. He used to kill Christians, right? He used to kill Christians. And then something happened. He changed his mind. And he became Paul and started pushing Christianity. I want to show you something. See, if you judge other people and you want to force them to be like you, what happens if you end up changing your mind? You forced other people to be, because Nico was killing Christians, right? The nigga was killing Christians, but then he later became a Christian. That should show you that you don't know everything, right? It means that you can always change. So yeah, you might be, for an example, I'm gonna give you a radical example, right? I know that our society now is afraid of transgender people, you know. We're afraid of these people. It doesn't make sense to me why someone would change their sex, right? Doesn't. But why should I fight people for doing that? Why should I? What if they know something I don't? What if that's actually best? Like, what if it's best that you actually choose your gender than to just have to work with whatever you've got? Like, what if that's actually smart? I'm not saying, listen, man, I'm not picking sides here, but I'm just trying to like raise your vibe. Like, you have to be so fucking conscious, man. Don't be an idiot. Like, people, like, sometimes people can be so fucking stupid, it sucks. Like, you have to, I don't know, you have to think, man. Stop. You know, because you see these people that claim to be woke talking shit about this, like, oh, yeah, they're coming after our kids, they're doing this and that. Like, have you ever considered that you might just be dumb? I'm serious, and here's what I want to show you. I want to show you something again. Each and every time when society is about to change or even evolve, there will always be people that are against the evolution, right? Like, there was a time where women were not allowed to lead, or they were not allowed to wear trousers. There were people that felt like that was so wrong. It was so, you know what I mean? It felt so wrong because you grew up in a society that believed the reality, the life should be the way that you feel is normal, right? But what if you just don't understand the evolution? What if you're just so limited? Stop being so fucking arrogant. Stop feeling like you know everything. You know, here's the thing about me. I'm an internationalist. I know that having children is wrong, but I cannot force another person to be an internationalist. You know why? Because I'm still human. I know that I got flaws, you know? It is possible to think you're right even when you're wrong, you see? I think I'm 100% right because I know what I've done to understand what I understand, but I shouldn't be so fucking confident that I force other people to be like me. You know what I mean? Be you. I'm just gonna have a conversation with you, be real with you, you know, tell you exactly what I think. If it doesn't make sense to you, I'm not gonna force you, you know? Although I'm gonna keep creating, you know, content where I'll be talking about antinatalism, although it'll get to a point where I'm actually able to speak to people in the street, you know, about antinatalism, it'll get to that point. But I don't want to force another person to not have kids. You know, if I had the power to force people to not have kids, I wouldn't use it. I would just talk to them, because I'm not arrogant and I'm not that ignorant. I know that I'm very limited as a human. I can always change my mind. I don't think I'll change my mind, but it is possible. You know what I'm saying? It is possible to understand something that you didn't understand, you know? I mean, there was a time where I was homophobic. I remember I told my ex, I was like, I would never accept the gay sign. I remember having a conversation with her. You know, we're sitting in this other park, we're just talking, having fun, you know. I was like, it was, I don't know, I think some gay dude passed, and it was 2015 or 16, I think it was 2016. Yeah. Some gay dude passed, and she was like, you accept the gay sign? I was like, no fucking way. There is no way I would accept the gay sign. You know, I was just pay some prostitutes, fuck him or something. It's fucking retarded, man. But now I'm like, I won't have children, so that's great. I won't have to be in a situation like that. Like, there's no chance. I mean, you can fuck up, but I know that actually, I think it's best to just have a vasectomy. How do you pronounce this word? Because, hey, you never know, man. You never know. You can get too drunk and not use protection right, and something happened because of that. But at the time, I thought I was right. I thought, gay people were disgusting and they shouldn't be allowed to be themselves or whatever, But now I'm like, hey man, be you, So it's possible that you change your mind. So you mustn't be so arrogant and feel like you know everything. You mustn't be so confident that you force other people to be like you. You know what I mean? Because you feel you're right. That's a huge problem. You must know that it is possible for you to be wrong. You might, at your level of consciousness, you might not be understanding some things. So yes, you might not be understanding transgender people, at your level of consciousness, but maybe it is possible to understand them at a later stage, Who knows? So don't be so fucking arrogant. I'm against forcing people to live inside these fucking walls that we have created. Like, a man must be like this. God created people to be like this. And like, no, man, these are fucking walls, These are fucking walls, Even the fact that I'm a man, that's a wall that I've created, or that society has created. What does it even mean to be a man? That's a wall. I'm not trying to be gay or anything like that, but that's a wall. What does it mean? How do you know that someone is a man? Just because they have a penis, like they're really a man? What if being a man goes beyond what we see? What if a person can be born in a body of a man while they are a female? Is that impossible? What does it mean to be a man, and why do we think men should be a certain way and women should be a certain way? Men shouldn't have emotions, They shouldn't cry. It's not sexy. It's unattractive. A man shouldn't cry. Even when he's hurt, he shouldn't cry. He must just be this fucking cyborg, A woman must not approach a man that she likes. If she does that, it means that she's a slut. She mustn't be free to just talk about her feelings. She mustn't be free to just make the first move, Why do we feel like things should be like that? And you see that it's walls that we've created, and the people that don't want things to change are people that are not conscious enough to realize that these are just walls, You must allow people to dance the way that they want to dance in this society, as long as they're not hurting you or anyone. That's good. People must be able to dance the way that they want to dance, express themselves the way that they want to express themselves, Be what they are, Don't feel like you know what it means to be a human. Maybe being a human is just being free enough to be whatever you want to be, maybe being human means that you must not be restricted, you must not be limited, actually I think I'm almost done recording, so but yeah, maybe being human means that you are free, you are free to be yourself, and you're not limited, you don't limit yourself, you can be anything. Maybe aliens are us in the future, right? Like they just evolved and became what they became. Maybe in the future there isn't going to be males or females or whatever, like but the point that I'm trying to make on this video is that be free, man. Be free. Stop living in fear. Don't allow other people to limit you because of their judgment, because of their ignorance. People are ignorant, man. Understand that, There are people like Sao, in our society that want to control you because they think they're right. They're so fucking ignorant. Like they're operating at a very low level of consciousness, because that's a sign that the person is operating at a very low level of consciousness. They're incapable of thinking beyond the level that they're thinking. Like it's impossible for them. They're just a basic human, really. So to them, everything new is wrong, That's why they're threatened by people like you who are different, who view this reality differently, They have morals that don't even make sense. As we evolve, we realize that some of the morals that we had to believe in don't even make sense, But if we're not courageous enough to be real, to speak our truth, to express ourselves the way that we want to express ourselves, we're gonna keep on living in this fucking prison. Things ain't going to change. But if we're free enough to speak our minds, to be authentic, live our truth, embody our philosophy, that's good, That's how the world changes, That's how we evolve. We're not evolving by living in fear. Some of you are game changers, If you're a game changer, don't live in fear. Be a fucking game changer. There's a reason why you feel the way that you feel. There's a reason why you view reality the way that you view it. So why live in fear? If you understand yourself, you understand why you see things the way that you see things, you understand why what you believe makes sense, then be free enough to talk about it. Be free enough to let people see you, You're never getting rid of depression by conforming, by living in a prison that this society has created for you. You're not. You know how you want to be. You know how things should be. You know how this world should be for you to be okay. So be that change that you want to see, And that can only happen when you don't give a fuck what other people think, Don't give other people that much power, You don't know if they're not insane, You don't know if they're not retarded. You don't know if they're not NPCs, You don't know that. So do what makes sense to you. Because you can only be sure of yourself, You know that you think. You don't know if other people can think. You don't know if they're not. If you don't know if you're not the only conscious being in the universe. and other people are just figments of your imagination. I don't know if this is not a dream. So be free, man. Be what you are, and let the world respond the way that it wants to respond. But make sure that you are being yourself, and you are okay being yourself, regardless of how the world is going to respond. Like, don't do things for validation. Do things that you feel make sense and you really want to do, and feel good about doing these things. Like, give yourself validation. Give yourself validation. I was talking to this other guy about approaching women. He was telling me that he was afraid of rejection and stuff like that. I was like, my dude, actually, when you approach women, whether they embrace you or reject you, you must be good. You must just feel good about actually making the effort to talk to them. Just feel good about that. You must realize that you've done something that is good. You've made an effort to talk to a person that you like. They should respond the way that they respond. It's fine. That's not your problem. So don't just do things because you just want approval. Just do what you want to do. If you want to tell someone that you admire them, that's beautiful. Tell them that you admire them. It mustn't just be about approval. If they feel like they want to be part of your life, that's great. They don't feel like they want to be part of your life, cool. You were real, you were authentic, you were yourself, you were open. You were not in fear. So that's what the human experience should be about. That's what being human should be about. Thank you all, guys.